Alright, about a week and a half ago, I posted a video about how the biggest weakness for Cool Tunes is Chaos Angel. Over the past week and a half, I've played a lot of Master Duel, and all of the duels that I've summoned Chaos Angel, I've won. Yesterday, I played a duel where I finally thought I was going to lose my first duel that I've summoned Chaos Angel against Cool Tunes, and I was wrong. I still beat the guy. The dude even had the Imperm. I know there's other outs that can out Chaos Angel, but from the deck list that I've been watching and even looked back to see after I play these guys, the only out they play is Imperm, so they waste the Imperm on a deck they know can bring out Chaos Angel, and then what do? They just sit? So I summon Chaos Angel and end up winning this duel, but watch how I do it. It is insane. This should have been such a free win for this guy, and it wasn't. And I just think most Cool Tune players are like this guy. They're not like the guy that just won the French Nats. They're not like the guys that are topping these big events. Cool Tunes is by far the best deck, in my opinion. There's no chance at any other deck to be that top deck. If other decks win these tournaments, it's because of the player, not because of the deck. The best deck in this format is Cool Tunes, hands down. It is just so boring to play. That's why I don't like it. It is a boring deck. The rotary needs to get banned. There's so many things wrong with this deck that I just don't like. But I feel like all these Cool Tune players, or not all, because when 40% of the decks on day 2 are Cool Tunes, it just shows you like how good a deck can be, right? So with all that being said, let's get in the video, and I'm going to show you how most Cool Tune players play against a Chaos Angel and just auto lose. All right, so here we go. Guy selects to go first. I have Valor, Droll, Bell, and then Medius and Tinia for my turn. He starts with Q. I'm going to Valor it. Off the rip. Boom. He's going to chain the Synchro spell. So he's going to try and dodge the Valor effect. So he adds Rotary. Synchros into Trackmaker. And then the Q effect goes through, and he summons out Mix. And then he has 4 Chain Links. I have Droll in hand, so I'm perfect right here. So all these effects to add, he's going to go Mix. The only add back he's going to get is from the Mix. So I Droll him, which honestly, this is probably what wins me the duel, because the only resource he gets back is the Q, and then the rest fizzle out because he's not going to be able to add. But then he does the Q effect, banishes a Regina, and then top decks a Fortuna. So right there, Fortuna and Medius, boom. In my head, I'm like, oh, I can go into Chaos Angel easy. I don't have to search. Like, this is sick. And I'm going to try to bait out his interactions with that. So he ends Zalin, Remix, 1 face down. In my head, is the face down an Imperm or a Synchro? I go Medius. He goes Valor. Okay, cool. Whatever. He wasted interaction. I'm going to go Fortuna. He's going to activate Remix. I'm going to go spell it. Forces out him to use the Zalin. He negates the Bell. The Remix goes through. He adds the Mix and summons the Rico, and then goes into... what does he go into? Oh, the RS. And then he pops the Medius. Loses the duel right there. He pops the Medius. He's done. So I activate Fortuna to set the trap. He RS negates it. Terrible negate. I go Medius effect, because if he can't negate it, or if he can't pop, I'm going to go into Chaos Angel. So I go into Chaos Angel. Master Duel messed up here. It wasn't letting me target the face down, so I targeted the RS. He Imperms me. So he keeps the body, but he uses his only out on his turn. He essentially decided, you know what, I'm going to keep the RS on field, and then put him, and then put me on have to, well, not put me. He puts himself on having to draw the Imperm. His only out is the Imperm. He wasted it. He could have held the Imperm, let me destroy his field, and then if he just top decks a starter, he Imperms my Chaos Angel, goes full board, and wins. So he lost right there. Like, super easy loss. He keeps playing. And mind you, this whole duel, he's taking his time and like going through all the interactions, doing the chain links. He has no time. I know it because I'm sitting there doing nothing. And in my head, I already knew what I was going to do to bait out all the interactions. So I was going quick. So I have like 250 seconds left, and I know this dude has almost nothing. So I know he's playing and he has to hurry, which, because of that, he loses. He has no time. He loses. Chaos Angel. He wasn't going to be able to top deck an Imperm and win. So I ended up winning. Like, watching back that duel, the dude should have held the Imperm. Let me banish the RS. You have another RS. Let me attack the Zalen. And then worst case is you open up a hand trap and can't start anything. And then you just either set it or pass, or the hand trap's like an Ash and stops me from interacting. And you have at least 2 turns to open up a starter, because that Imperm is the only out. So if you don't top deck an Imperm while you have your 1 monster on field, you lose. Like, Imperm is the only out this guy had, and he wasted it on my turn because he didn't want me to banish his RS. Which, if Master Duel didn't glitch and I could have just banished the Imperm, then he loses anyway, and my Chaos Angel just wins it. But he should have won this duel. Like, watching this back, I shouldn't have won. The amount of time he also took, which a lot of these Cool Toon players take, he went into his second turn and had like 50 seconds to play and like went really slow. My only thing on board was a Chaos Angel. I had nothing in hand, nothing engraved. All he had to do was play. There was nothing stopping him from playing. So all he had to do was play, set up a board, pass. As long as he put bodies on board, I only could attack over 1, or I was going to have to switch it to defense because the RS was just going to get bigger and he was going to be able to attack over it for damage, and I wasn't going to do that. I was just going to stall, put it in defense, he gets another turn plus more time, and then he just continues to play. I would have had to top deck a Tania, a Lucina, all getting negated. So I had to have at least 2 turns of top decking to be able to play through at least one of his RS negates, you know what I mean? Plus, if he waited and didn't waste the Imperm, his next card was the Synchro spell. That's full combo. That's all he needed to do was play the Synchro spell, go full combo, Imperm the Chaos Angel, and then boom, pop it with mix, attack for game. Easy win. I don't think Cool Toon players should lose to Chaos Angel like they're losing, but as long as this card exists, they're gonna lose. Like, it's crazy to me. But if you're not a Cool Toons player, play Chaos Angel. If your deck can play Chaos Angel, play it, because most Cool Toons players don't know how to out it, and it's a really nice card. So there you have it. That's my video for today. Play Chaos Angel. It'll beat Cool Toons right now 100% of the time. I'm like 50 for 50 against Cool Toons with Chaos Angel. It's crazy. So let them misplay. You got this. I hope you guys had a good day. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.